Hey yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Peter here bringing you another video today. Today guys, we're doing the top 5 breakers. A lot of people was requesting this from me. I didn't want to make one because I just don't like making tier lists and all that. But instead of making, a lot of people wanted me to just make a tier list. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do top 5 breakers of September. And this is my opinion, what I feel like are the top 5 breakers that we currently have in the game. If anything changes within the next month, I will update the list with a new video explaining the new units. Now, let me just say, going into this, this is more so for new players. New players, whenever they get into the game, you know, they may not know what this unit does, what that unit does, or like who's the best, you know what I mean, or who's good, who are good breakers, and everything. So what I did was it was me and then the help of my stream chat and everyone in my stream chat. We all pretty much pitched in and we all kind of discussed and debated on who were the top 5 best breakers in the current state of the game for the month. And we came up with the list and we're gonna get right into it. The top 5 breakers is coming up. We're gonna do this with every role, so all the roles in the game. So top 5 breakers, top 5 attackers, top 5 supports. And yeah, I mean, I would do top 5 sub order or sub attackers, if that's what people call them, which is an attacker, which is also a support unit. I would do that, but I don't think there's enough in the game right now. There may be, but yeah, let's just get straight into it. So real quick, guys, you're about to get into the top 5, but I just want to say the gameplay, or not the gameplay, but the display capture on my OBS was a little bit too far zoomed in on the characters and stuff, so you guys aren't going to be able to see their stats and everything, but it doesn't really matter too much because I tell y'all pretty much all the important stuff about every unit, so there is that. So just keep that in mind while you're watching this. I already know, yeah, it's an issue. I'll fix it the next time I do one of these, but yeah. So coming in at our number 5 spot is Ragna. I argued with this with my stream chat for a while to see who should be number 5, because we had 2 options, which was Rodea and Ragna. One reason why I was really arguing about Rodea was because the light meta is so strong currently in the game, and with all the new units and everything come out, it's pretty much still pretty prevalent in the game. So that's why I was arguing with Rodea or Ragna. We finally came up with Ragna. The reason for that is because of his equipment. Now real quick, I will say I will not go in depth for the units that I have covered in showcases, okay? I would not really like show them all, or like not really like talk about them too much. If you want to see what Ragna can do, I have a showcase on the channel. I will link all the showcases in the description below. You can check them out and you can see what he can do and see what he does. If not, if you don't want to do that, you can always go to the Grand Summoner forums, and they usually have all the information on this site, and that's what the site that I'm using currently. We're using the Grand Summoner forums. Go over here if you ever need to check out any information on any units or anything. This is an extremely good site. Now also, like I said, we're not explaining them at all. So the reason why we picked him though for top 5 is because of his equipment. So whenever this top 5 is not only just rated on how good of a breaker they are, this is also what they bring to team utility wise, and Ragna is extremely good at this because Ragna brings a 5-star physical attack slot, which is, you know, pretty selfish, but then he brings a 5-star defense slot, really good, and then a 4-star support slot, meaning you can slap on Terra's Conjunction or any type of really good 4-star support item, and he's going to be amazing, absolutely insane. So currently in the game, I think Ragna is the 5th breaker, or the top 5 breaker. He is in top 5. He is number 5, and there's Ragna. Like I said, if you want to see what he does, you want to see all that, you can go down the description below, and there will be a link to Ragna's showcase. Coming in at number 4 is Rayon, the boy. Rayon, in my personal opinion, is still an extremely good breaker. He's amazing. I have a showcase for him on the channel too. It'll be down linked in the description below. This guy is insane, absolutely insane. Let's talk about some stuff that he provides to the team. So on top of, you know, him having really good break, you see his break power 1700 and 2500, skill, you know, being 1700, art being 2500. With every time he uses a skill, he gets a stack which increases his attack and break power. I'm pretty sure this caps out at I can't remember what it caps out at. I think people were telling me 50, maybe 80%, or maybe 100%. I'm not for sure. If you guys know the exact percentage, please leave it down in the comments below, and I'll pin your comment because I actually am not for sure. But he is amazing. For one, you know, he's an extremely strong breaker. His art buffs everybody's skill CT speed, which is a really good buff. 30% for 10 seconds for a 5-star unit. That is pretty strong. And Light's elemental units get an extra 30%. So if you're running them on a light team, instead of it being 30% skill CT speed, it's 60%. Really, really strong. Also, on top of that, his abilities are really good as well. He increases damage to dragons by 60%, so he's really good against any type of awoken boss that is a dragon, like the new one, the Sanctuary of the, oh no, it's the Dark Caverns or something like that, the one with Lesser Demon Heart. It just recently got awoken, so he's actually really good against that dragon because, you know, he does extra damage to him. Also, his BE gain is increased by 100% when boss breaks, and another reason why Rayon is really good is because he increases his own freeze and paralysis resistance by 100%, and he also prevents getting knocked back by damage. So if you don't know what being knocked back is by damage, if you're a new player, you just, or maybe you're even a veteran player, you don't even understand this. So sometimes whenever your character gets hit, he'll get knocked back a little bit. Rayon, that's not the case with him, which is really good. Also on top of that as well, his freeze and paralyze resistance pretty much means there's nothing that can stop his art apart from like a feint. I think everything else, nothing else can stop his art, so that's really good, really strong. Rayon comes into the number 4 spot. Number 3 is our boy Roy. Now I'm using a Japanese website for this because Roy has not been evaluated, or Awoken Roy has not been evaluated yet on the Grand Summoners forums, but this is a Japanese website. I'll link this site in the description below if you want to check this out. Of course, you have to have Google Translate to, you know, actually read it, if you, unless you know, can read kanji, but if you can't, then I'll leave it down in the description below, and you can come check it out. So Awoken Roy is number 3. Why is my boy Roy number 3, not 2 nor 1? Roy, I feel like, is a really good breaker. Like I said, he's top 3 in the game. In my personal opinion, he's probably going to get knocked down a lot with future breakers coming out and future units coming out, and even future awakenings. In my personal opinion, Roy is good, but the thing that kills him the most is his BE gain. His BE gain is absolutely terrible. It's literally like one of the worst in the game. On top of that as well, his gimmick is really cool, but it also kills him in a sense, because not allowing you just to spam your arts as soon as you get it, and you have to wait for that certain moment to get the absolute amount of benefit from it, or the most amount of benefit from it. You know, it's not really too good, because you kind of want to constantly be working on that boss break gauge, and Roy can't really do that. I mean, he can, but then, you know, he's not doing as much break as he should. So yeah, that's kind of why Roy comes in at number 3 spot. Also, he comes in at the number 3 spot because he brings a freeze to the team. A freaking freeze. Amazing. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, it's with his true art, but it still is a freeze, so it kind of helps him in that sense, because if Roy can freeze the enemy, then you guys are going to be fine. If he doesn't, well, you're probably screwed. And the bad part is about that, let me just talk about it real quick. The bad part is about his true art freezing is that next time he uses his true art, or the next time the boss gets their art back, the likelihood of Roy having his true art again to possibly get a freeze off on the boss is not that high. So that's one reason why he's number 3 and not 2 or 1. So yeah, that is Roy. Like I said, I have a showcase on him. You can go down the description below and you can check out the showcase for him if you're interested in what he does. And I also tell you how to use Roy. If you're a new player, main tip I can give you: do not play this guy on auto. And the reason for that is because if you want to get the most benefit out of Roy, you need to be able to use his art and his true art at the right time. Apart from that though, that's all I gotta say. Coming in at the number 2 spot is TT. It's insane, right? Now let me talk about this real quick. I know a lot of people are already typing in the comments. I mean, a lot of people just going ahead typing. TT is number 2, but I will say this: TT, in my personal opinion, is number 1. But the reason why she is number 2 because of the exclusivity. She's exclusive to the One Punch Man crossover banner, which in my opinion hurts her rank on this top 5, because her being exclusive kind of hurts her in the sense that you literally can't ever get her again unless they bring it back. And even if they bring it back, and if they bring it back, you know, she's still going to be exclusive because once that banner goes away, what's the likelihood of them bringing it back a third time? You know what I mean? But that's why she's number 2 on the list. I have not done a showcase for her. However, Nightwolf Menace has done an amazing review on her on the Grand Summoners forum, so I will leave this down in the description below. But just a quick overview on what she does. She's amazing. Let me just say, she is amazing. Did I say Twisted Tornado? I hope I didn't. I mean Tailbro Tornado. I've been saying that a lot on my chat, on my stream for some reason. But what does she bring to the team? For one, her skill is insane. Her skill reduces enemies' break resistance by 20 seconds. By 20% for 8 seconds, meaning that it increases the chance for them to break. It lowers their resistance to breaking, and it means that you can break faster. And this helps out not only her, but everyone else on your team, which is really good. Really good. 1600 break, which isn't a lot, but her art, however, is 14,400% earth damage magic, and it also increases all allies' break power by 50%, and it has a chance to paralyze. Amazing. This literally is, in my opinion, like, so good. Like, she is so good. For one, she's not only going to help her or help your team break the boss faster with her skill, but also her art is going to help you break the boss faster as well, because you're going to increase everybody's break power by 50% just instantly. Everybody, boom, you get break power, you get break power, you get break power, you feel me? And that's what she does, and that's amazing. Also, the paralyze, that's just OP. You didn't even have to add that. You could smile. You didn't have to do that, but you did. So I don't even know why you did that, but her being able to paralyze is so huge, because if you can't break the boss, you're gonna paralyze it most of the time. So, which is really good. Used it whenever a boss arts, and then if you don't break the boss during their art, the likelihood of you paralyzing the boss is extremely high, unless the boss is, you know, resistant to paralysis. Also, her abilities are extremely good as well, because for one, she has innate art gauge regen, which is really good on any character, extremely good. Also, she reduces magic damage from enemies by 30%. I'm pretty sure this is only for her though, not for everybody else. And she also will increase her own damage by 20% when boss breaks. Really good. And she also gets boss break BE up, which, you know, is another way to get her arts up. So she's very self-efficient. So whenever the boss breaks, her BE gain increases by 100%. She's amazing. Whenever she gets an awakening, she will be, without a doubt, the best breaker in this game. Apart from that though, you know, I have nothing else to say. She's amazing. She's amazing. If you want to check out this, I'll leave a link in the description below, and you take you over to Nightwolf Menace's review about her on the Grand Summoner forums. He did an amazing job. He breaks her down and everything, gives you his thoughts and all that, and it's amazing. So go check it out. And then coming in our #1 spot is, you guys may be surprised about this. You guys may be like, whoa. Arth. Arth is our #1 spot. A lot of people I hope a lot of people don't argue with this, because I truly believe Arth is probably the best breaker we have. And to be honest, he's amazing. For one, he's extremely easy to get. You can literally pick him as soon as you start the game, which in my opinion, I would pick Arth now over Corsair. Used to, I would always say pick Corsair, but dude, I think Arth is definitely the way to go. He's so much better, I feel like, than Corsair now, with his Awoken state. Not to say Corsair's Awoken state isn't good. Her Awoken state is good, but Arth is definitely better in most situations because of his break. The only thing I will say about this is that if you want to get the full benefit from Arth, you will need his true weapon, which is kind of a downside, but at the same time, if you're brand new to the game, you know, you're probably re-rolling anyway, so the likelihood of you getting his true weapon is not, you know, too bad, as long as, you know, it's in the equipment banner. But on top of that as well, he's still just amazing. Like I said, the only really restriction to him is you need his true weapon to get a lot of damage off with him, but even then he will still shoot you even if you don't have his true weapon. So let's talk about him, because I don't have him. So I have his true weapon. I don't have him though. But let's talk about him real quick. So what does Arth do? I don't know if y'all ready for this. So his skill is 1900% earth physical damage. Break force 2100. Rayon's break without any buffs is 2500. His skill does 2100. Amazing. His art is tree attribute physical damage, or earth attribute physical damage 9900%. Break power 3000. Really good. And then his true art is 21,500% physical earth damage. Arts gauge of all allies 20 up, and break power 9,300. It's over 9,000, boys. It's over 9,000. This guy is amazing. And also on top of this, right? On top of all this, he increases BE gain by 20%. Okay? Per earth attributes. And this also goes for him. He will get 20% BE gain. Just right off the bat. On top of this as well, he also increases earth damage by 30% at level 90. That's insane. That's crazy. Arth is extremely good. If you have this man, awaken him. He doesn't even take that much to awaken. He's so freaking good. Not only is he bringing a ton of break to the team, right? He is going to get everybody arts gauge. And if you're running him on a mono earth team, everybody's going to get more BE, and he's just going to be just amazing. You know what I mean? Like, he's just going to do so much for your team. And his slots are really good as well. His slots are 5-star physical attack, 5-star magical attack, and 3-star defense attack. That is, you know, a max limit break. 5-star physical attack means you can equip his true weapon. 5-star magical attack means that you can equip the new Rue and Roly magic attack item, which increases your BE gain or your BE output and your crit rate. Really good. You can put that. You can slap that on him. And then his 3-star defense slot. You know, that can be really anything. And he's gonna just do work. He's just gonna be there, and he's just gonna exist and do work for no reason. And this guy's amazing. I love him. Personally, I wish I had him. But this guy's amazing. Now, let me say this real quick. Is that Arth is good, but TT is technically number 1 if you have her. I would say TT is better than Arth. Even though Arth does have the higher break values, TT does bring more to the team, and she's just really strong. And then especially once TT gets her awakening, on top of that, she's going to be definitely better than Arth. But real quick, what I want to say is that Arth will always be ranked higher for me personally because of his availability. He's so easy to get. He's an amazing free-to-play character. Literally, don't say Grand Summoners ain't free-to-play. You literally get one of the best units in the freaking game as soon as you start playing. You pick this guy for your starter Pokemon, you feel me? And then that's what you do. And, yeah, guys, that is the top 5 for this month of September for breakers. Hopefully you guys agree with this list. Maybe you guys don't. Tell me down in the comments below who you think should be on here or whatever the case may be. Like I said, I will update this every month depending on if there's a lot of changes. Like, for example, if only one unit gets changed, I'm not really gonna, like, you know, say anything. I'll just say it in like one of my videos, like, hey, you know, he's definitely the best breaker, or this person's the best breaker, or the case may be. But if like 2 or 3 units, or like especially just 2 units get changed up, I will make a video on it. But yeah, guys, this has been the first part in the series for the top 5 breakers of September. Yeah, boys. We'll be back next month if there is any changes, and keep an eye out for the rest of the categories coming out. You guys, pretty much it. Also, if you guys haven't played a new Spider-Man game, go play it. I've been playing it for literally 5 hours. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, guys, pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoy, and I'm out, guys. Peace.